great question. I mean, it's interesting. I've been thinking a lot about, obviously, for a long time, about why. I often say, if you inherited $10 million today, would you run down, you're so lucky, right? So lucky you inherit $10 million. Would you be running down to Chapters to figure out how to invest that money? Would you be running around your families and friends and say, where should I put that money? I think you'd go to the bookstore, you'd go online, or you'd go to your friends and to get perspective. But most people would recommend to get a financial planner. I mean, somewhere in the neighborhood of 50% of Canadians at some point have seen a financial planner, and somewhere in the neighborhood of 30% of Canadians work with a financial planner on an ongoing basis. So why is it, in our finances, we recognize the value of a financial planner, but in careers, it's an emerging area. So I think a lot of people in the past have sort of said, you know what, I can do it online, I can do it via book, I can answer that questionnaire or whatever, and I'll figure it out. Or I can talk to my friends and family, and they'll tell me what to do. Or I should be able to know this. Like, I should just know this. And I say, well, the best decisions that I see made, if I look around in my network and I look at people who've done really well, one of the things I've noticed is a consistent theme, no matter where they're at in their life, is they've surrounded themselves with people that are experts in different areas. And the things I've noticed about successful people and people that are, and I mean success in a broader context, not just economically, but success in general, is they know what they know and they know what they don't know. And they're not afraid to ask people who know what they don't know. So I think that's what our job is, to come around and know what we know to help our clients. Not that they don't know it, but that we can give them that independent. One of the clients said this yesterday. He said, just yesterday he was saying, why I'm here, Alan, is because I was wondering if I was going to keep digging the hole I was digging, and if it was going to end up in a situation where I didn't want it to go. And I needed somebody to sort of look at me and say, hold on a second here, and make sure I'm making the best decision I can. So another client talking about doing the MBA, I say, that was what I thought, an MBA, that's what I do next. But then I'm thinking, I'm going to invest $50,000 or $100,000 in 2 years of my life, and is that the best decision? And so a lot of decisions I find are made out of momentum and sort of what's expected. But I often look at great brands, look at Honda and Starbucks, and they're very thoughtful in their decisions. They bring in experts to guide them through this and through whatever decisions they're making, and they make better decisions. CareerJoy. Obviously there are other people who do what we do, and there's some people who do great work in our sector, and I'm proud of the fact that I'm in a sector that there are other people who do great work. I think what makes CareerJoy unique is a few things. I think one, you're not just dealing with one person, although you have a relationship singularly with one coach on our team, but we have a team approach. So I really believe in this idea of a we are better than me idea. And so, example, you might be going through a program, and you might need assessment, you might need some interview coaching, you might need some negotiating. Well, most of the time we'd be dealing with one coach. We would have, example, a writer on our team that person's really good at branding. And our coach may not be as strong at branding, but is excellent at assessment. So that's what's neat about our team, is that you're working with a group of coaches helping you through the process. And so that's what's interesting. I think the fact we're Canadian, I think the fact that we've got multiple tools the way we do it. I think our approach is innovative. I mean, if you look at the way we use YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn and all these things, you'll see that a lot of people say that we're pretty innovative in the way that we approach our own brand and the way that we help people. And I'm really passionate about educating people. So I'm writing, speaking, doing other things that feed into our firm. And as you probably have seen on our site, or I'm often called on, and CareerJoy is often called on to speak at conferences, but also I'm speaking at conferences, but also in the media, Globe Mail, CBC, etc. So at a macro as a firm, we're really thinking about the trends and the changes and what's going on. And then in a micro way, we're dealing day to day with people, and I think that's one of our strengths. Is that one of my favorite brands in general is Apple, and what I love about Apple's idea is they think different. Now, the interesting thing is not that they just think differently, but they actually act differently. And that's what's neat about I think we do think differently, slightly differently than a lot of people do in our sector about career and career management and the tool sets. I think we approach it in a more innovative and a more personalized way. That's what we hear from our clients. And ultimately, why you choose us is not because you're wanting to talk to us. Like clients don't come to us because they want to talk to us. I mean, obviously they enjoy the process, and I find the stories fascinating. I learn so much, and so do our clients as well. They say that to us. But I think ultimately people come to us. Why CareerJoy? It's because they want change. That's the bottom line. They want change. They want things to change. And I say for things to change, you have to change your approach somehow. And I think that's, to me, ultimately what we're really good at is helping our clients make what I call smart change. Not reactive changes, but smart change.